Jason Myers to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
You're mine. Yo, Chief. That's up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Palmer. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. On 1st and 10, Hartman being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Colin Saunders coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And now the first throw of the night is taken in, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Colin Saunders. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On second down, here's Carr. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That's pulled in at the 32. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Hartman. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Looking at it, 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Hartman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Flynn. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 37-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Wiggles free. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Saints had 3 and 8 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Throwing now is Carr. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
What down? Put that down. That's it.
Now a give right side. Palmer. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Down. White Monday down. Here we go.
Up the middle they go. It's Palmer. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to...
Touchdown, Saints. Andre Yoshibas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
On first down, Hartman. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Looking to throw. Hartman escaping the pressure right. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Palmer. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Palmer, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Able to push his way through. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Hartman, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And you're starting to sense the momentum possibly changing just a little here. You get the touchdown your previous drive, then you force a punt, and now this is a good positive play here to start this drive. And you can just sense the tide starting to turn here in a one-score game.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Hartman. And this is going to be intercepted. Jackson now to return. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I don't think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Up the middle they go. Palmer. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get some. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10.
38. Ready?
Looking to throw. Hartman. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 64 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. at the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to Walker on first down. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hartman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Hartman flushed out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Kill. Yo, Chief. Express.
On 2nd down now, it's Palmer, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Later one.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hartman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. But coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ready. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's again complete to Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Down. We're good. That's it.
They'll run on 1st down. Palmer. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here. On 2nd down, it's Palmer. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Hartman. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Hartman. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hartman eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He gets away from one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on 2nd down, Hartman. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Walker. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Palmer. And some room to work. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st down, Palmer. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he is goes out of bounds here. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Here we go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hartman. And now here is another interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Palmer, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now Carr changing the formation. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, it's Palmer. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low.
out to Dubai. CBI, no you see me on. I'm on CB time. It go on and on. I'm a rock star. I'm a god star. Need a rock star. And I'm my star. I'm a rock star. I'm a god star. Need a rock star. And I'm my star. It's a lot and the right and the right side. So it's a lot on the right and the right side. So it's a lot and the right and the right side. I'm invisible. Wanna see me fall, you will never hear me moan. I'm incredible. Welcome to my cinema. So far gone like Canada. Leo, I'm an anima. Eat 'em up like cannibal. Yeah, yeah. I see beyond. No, you see me on. I'm on demon time. I live in my prime. I'm original. I wear digital. I see beyond. You get no response. I'm a rock star. I'm a god time. I'm a rock star. I'm a god time. I'm a rock star. I'm a god time. I'm a rock star. I'm a god time.
Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. You must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my mind is tied. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta get respect from my job. It ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a glittered ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm being looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, I swear I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch this.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, home made way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
I ain't regular. I ain't regular. I ain't regular.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing, keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my French way. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the car going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the car going ahead, they were like, oh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost lost a few wages. Still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors. Still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers. Still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages. Start living up to what the you think your stay is.
But hey, what about the
So I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead to be like. So I stepped on stage to be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead to be like, ooh yeah.
Southside on the track.
Mellow made it right.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any son moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turn into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. Hope that Jesus come and dry the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bay. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any son moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. It's getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me. For family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going. And going, and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. No. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. suffice. Do not need no introduction. Ooh. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Ooh. Became what they said I couldn't. Ooh. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hope that would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.